Yeah, hair. How you think my hair look? Alright, guys. Welcome back to Life Happens.
Good evening, good evening.
Alright, guys. Welcome back to Life Happens. Um, we shouldn't have any technical difficulties this time. I mean, come on, that. Alright, I hear these things may be kind of dangerous. Because we have been known to break people's teeth. But I don't care. Say what now?
Jones is quite tasty.
Tasty?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. They're tasty because they fake flavor.
I know. It's not real flavor.
I don't know if y'all can see that, people, but it does say artificial flavor on there.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar, corn syrup. What else they got in here? That's not good for you. Modified food starch. What the hell? Citrus acid, water, artificial flavors.
Maltite dextrose.
Okay, so I've been looking around on the internet for a few things, um, as some topics to talk about, and I found out that there's a lot of fat people in this world. I'm one of them, but what?
Okay. You guys can see it for yourself.
I am fat. That's why I gotta stay covered up. I don't want my flubber all out.
Facts.
But yeah. Besides that, um, we just recently had some snow. Now, guys, ask me how we got less snow last time, and the streets and stuff got all messed up, and we had more snow this time. And nobody's taking something so forth.
Right. They ain't see on the streets and the sidewalk.
How
It's
does
just
that
all in
work?
the grass.
How did that work, bro?
Explain that. I don't know.
That's Mother Nature for you.
Right.
Um, I was, oh, excuse me. Oh God. Outside of the vast snowstorms and stuff that we've been having lately, came across a couple of articles where I was looking into some gaming stuff or whatever, and they were talking about how that Spider-Man 2, the Miles Morales one, um, you know how he got the different suits and stuff. And they were saying that they think there's an Easter egg in there with one of the suits because in the series from 2013 to 2014 that Marvel did, um, Peter Parker wasn't Spider-Man in that. Peter
Mm-hmm.
Parker supposedly had died,
Mm-hmm.
and what's his face was playing Spider-Man, Doc Ock,
Mm.
and they were saying that something about one of the suits when he's wearing the suits. He said that like the character made comments after you get the little bite and whatnot, saying that you feel like he's being watched and stuff like that. And they were saying that they think that's a reference to the fact that it wasn't really Peter Parker behind that suit.
Hmm. Interesting.
Now I don't know because I haven't played the game since I seen the article or whatever,
Yeah, I don't.
and even if I did, I don't know how long it would take me to get the specific suit in question
Right.
or whatever, but
I couldn't tell
I'm
you.
sure they're just feeding too much into it.
Right.
Now, I was browsing through my social media feeds, and this lady was doing a live, an Instagram live, where she was in a Tesla, and the Tesla broke down on her. I guess it ran out of juice or whatever, and she had to call AAA or whatever it was, a tow service or whatever. And she sat there in the car, waited for them to pull up. Didn't want to get out because it was like raining or something like that or whatever, cold or rain or something. And when tow truck people got there, they told her she had to get out the car. And she's trying to open the doors and stuff and could not open any of the doors and whatnot because there was no life in the car. So she was trapped inside the car. So the tow truck ended up having to tow her
In the car.
and the car.
Wow.
So much for Tesla, huh?
Right. Crazy.
I'm not a huge Elon Musk fan anyway.
Yeah, not me.
I don't think that guy is as smart as people make him out to be.
Right.
I think he's one of the biggest idiots in the world.
Pretty much.
Um, hmm. So, um, yeah, just like all these Apple products coming out or whatever, they dropping like hotcakes right now. But I'm not a huge fan of Apple either.
Yeah, me neither. I don't get what all that hype about it is. It's crazy.
Bullshit, nigga.
One time in my life,
And you loved it.
one time.
And
You
you loved
love
it.
it. I just like the FaceTime part. Other than that, camera sucked.
You can
You gotta pay
FaceTime
for
on
everything.
Google just as well as
Just as
on,
well
I
as
mean, on
iPhone.
Android just as well as you can on
iPhone. I know.
Apple. And I've been telling people this for years. Apple just not too long ago released a video where if you send somebody a link or something, you could actually literally connect with the Android phone on FaceTime from an Apple phone.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen that shit flying around on the internet too.
Wow.
Um, internet is a dangerous place, people. So
Yeah, it is.
you shine it up real nice. What?
Nothing.
Shine it up. Just make sure, you know, spit shine. Take the little, you know what I mean? Can you turn that some bitch sideways? and then you stick it straight up their candy asses. That's what you do. I'm not even a Rock fan. I can't stand the Rock.
I am.
Why?
It's funny.
Funny where?
His acting. He's great.
Funny where?
You probably didn't see all of his movies. I've seen
I've
strong
seen
ass movies.
damn near every movie this nigga played in. And everybody had to lower their acting abilities to make him look good.
I mean, I didn't see that.
So, funny where?
You were watching Russell
All the time.
when he used to.
I used to watch him get his ass beat by the Undertaker.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Undertaker. It's to be expected, I think.
I used to watch him get his ass beat by Randy Orton. I used to watch him get his ass beat by by Stone Cold Steve Austin
Yep,
and Mankind.
yep. I seen that too.
Hmm. So again, funny where?
His jokes.
What jokes? You got jokes? Since
Yeah.
when?
You know when he used to do commentary stuff?
Oh God!
That's
You call those jokes?
not jokes, but I mean just
Like that
trash
little
talk.
skit that I just did? That shit wasn't funny.
It was average.
What the fuck is a jabroni?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kane used to lower his ass too. Kane.
Well, yeah. But he also did a lot of ass whooping too, though.
Against mediocre motherfuckers.
Well, I mean,
All the big namers.
he beat the Big Show. He beat
Again, mediocre motherfuckers.
yeah. Who else he beat? He beat quite a few people. He did beat Stone Cold a couple times. After Stone Cold beat him the first time, first two times he beat him.
Stone Cold whooped his ass. I don't want to hear
I said after Stone Cold was
that.
ass.
Okay, so who you think victories was better, his or Stone Cold's?
What do you mean? What, victory moves?
No, as far as the matches that you saw with them facing up, who you think wins was more creative? Who you think had the bigger wins?
It's hard to say.
Bullshit, nigga, Stone Cold all day. And I'm
Um,
not even a big fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin either.
You don't like nobody except the Undertaker. I think that's just your only favorite wrestler.
I was a fan of Mankind. I liked Edge. I liked Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit. There's a lot of people back in the day. I
I
liked,
like
bro.
him too.
There's a bunch of people I liked, bro.
NWO.
Oh no, I hated them.
Yeah,
Stan was alright. Only 'cause he was against them.
Stardust, Goldust, but he wasn't
Goldust, of all people, why would you name him?
yeah,
He was a nobody.
I know. I find out them two is brothers. That's the crazy part about it.
But he was still a nobody.
I know. Just silly, man.
Like, really?
I did like the Rock and Sock connection. They tag team together. That was pretty good.
Like, I was a fan of Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who he is.
Tommy Dreamer.
Sabu,
Dreamer. Yeah. I
Sandman,
remember him.
Taz.
Taz. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
A few people.
back in the day, bro, when wrestling used to be good.
What's the Ron Simmons? I think it is. He's good. Rock's dad was good. Everybody was wrestling, man.
This shit they show on TV now,
Yeah, no, stop saying
bullshit.
it's trash.
Trash.
Stop saying
Ooh, excuse me. That shit shouldn't even be aired. Look, it's live, so
That's
what
why
you
I'm
want me,
laughing, because it's live.
what you want me to do?
That's why I'm laughing, because it's live. That's what makes it funny.
Shit happens.
Shit does happen. It come out of one place, but it happens.
I don't know about all that. But
Who do you think had the best theme music?
uh, I don't know. There was quite a few of them out there.
Right.
I can't really say overall though.
Yeah, 'cause there's a lot of them.
But enough about that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so we covered the Miles Morales Spider-Man bullshit.
Right.
I'm not a real big fan of Marvel unless it's X-Men. I'm
Yeah.
not a real big fan of DC either.
No.
I mean, my favorite of all time out of the Marvel series would have to be Wolverine. But
Too much for you.
I mean, I don't know.
That's crazy. Just the other day, I want to say yesterday or the day before, I was watching Incredible Hulk and I was watching Iron Man because they were showing it on TV. The original, not the original, like not the, like was in 14, 2012, something like that.
Um,
2009.
yeah, I keep forgetting you one of those type of guys. See, I'm one of them old school back in the day dudes. I mean, if it ain't from like 1876 and earlier, I don't really watch it.
Oh, so you like a lot of the original versions. See, I do too, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like Bigfoot and all that. King Kong.
King Kong was fake.
Yeah.
And so was Godzilla.
I don't know about Godzilla.
Godzilla, a fucking dinosaur, bro, in the middle of the city,
I know, that's the
who could shoot fire out his fucking mouth.
Right.
That's not, to me,
That was
the last time I checked, dinosaurs never shot fire out of their mouth. Dragons
do.
did.
Yeah, right. Dragons do. It was funny we said it at the same time.
But I ain't never known a dinosaur
Dinosaur shoot fire out of your mouth.
to shoot fire out their mouth, bro.
Right.
A fire breathing dinosaur. Since when?
Exactly.
And you know, I was alive back then.
I know.
You know, 'cause I used to fly pterodactyls to work in school and shit.
Right.
So, you know, I know firsthand 'cause I seen the dinosaurs and I ain't never met one that you know shot fire out their mouth. Something like that. They selling tickets to it.
What?
They're selling tickets to a fucking eclipse, bro.
That you could just look up in the sky and see, not see, like, it's weird.
That's this country we live in.
Weird shit. Weird.
If they could, you know, find a way to, you know, earn money from shit, they gonna monetize it.
Right.
And once they monetize it, they gonna find a way to use it for monetary gain.
Right.
Period, point blank. That's what they do, man.
That's dumb though.
This the fucking country we live in.
Right.
I can't wait till, you know, I can go around traveling to other countries and seeing their cultures and
Right.
shit like that, bro.
Right, for real, that's gonna be epic.
All this fucked up shit going on over here in the US, bro.
What's up? All backwards.
I'm telling you, all y'all motherfucking immigrants and y'all foreigners and stuff that be wanting to come from these other countries over to the United States, stay where the hell y'all
Your
at.
ass is over there where y'all
It's
at.
not worth it.
It definitely ain't.
Y'all cross that border, y'all gonna wanna go right back.
Yup. Y'all ain't
Right
gonna
back.
come here.
The way shit going over here, yeah, y'all asses be like, nope, we should have stayed where the fuck we was at.
Right.
But yeah, for all y'all guys who don't know, I'm actually working on a project. Yeah, I'm working on a project. It's gonna take a long time to finish. You know, show my brother, bits and pieces of it. It's coming along pretty hard. So hopefully every time I can surprise y'all as a little bigger, as
I didn't know asses can be surprised.
shit. Dude, what?
Paul!
Dude, what? Wait, hold up. Repeat that statement.
I didn't know asses can be surprised.
Hmm. So you think asses don't have feelings? So the last time you was with, your little main squeeze or whatever, you know what I mean, and y'all was, hanging around chilling or whatever, when it was time for y'all to settle down in the middle of the night, you didn't accidentally on purpose slip into that joint and surprise the hell out of her? Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, yo.
Need I say more?
Nope. That was great.
You see? They hard headed.
Right.
They don't know that I know what the fuck I be talking about. You know what I mean? My brother would tell you, I get in this mode, oh my goodness, when I get into this mode, this research mode,
Oh,
oh my
God.
God.
Oh, God. It's over.
It's over, it's a wrap. And I get into that zone and I start just researching and researching and researching and researching. And
Can't stop him. You won't stop him.
yeah, he'll tell you, he'll tell you. I mean, I'm sure he's got stories for days that he can tell you about how he feels like I be getting in his head, but I don't get in his head. I don't know what's wrong with him. He always think I get in his head. I don't be in his head.
He definitely does.
No, I don't. I mean, why you think him handle scars or nothing? If I was in his head, wouldn't I have to like cut his head open?
That would hurt pretty bad.
Huh?
That would hurt pretty bad.
It probably would. Who said anything about a machete? I'll use a plastic butter knife, bro.
That can't cut. That cannot cut through bones. That's not
A
gonna work,
plastic
sir.
butter knife.
That's not gonna work. Not a butter knife.
A plastic butter knife. Yes, I will use a plastic butter knife.
You could at least hit a chainsaw or something.
Chainsaw.
You know.
I never saw a chain that saw through anything.
I saw.
So chains have eyes. They can see.
No, they don't have eyes. They
So
only
what?
have
So
teeth.
what do they? What is it that they saw?
Chainsaw, they saw wood, they saw trees.
Well, how they saw all that stuff if they don't have any eyes?
Because they got teeth.
But you can't see with teeth.
But you can saw through stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about sawing through stuff. I know about gnawing through shit. Like if you watch a person, you talk to a person, you ask questions, and you get a good understanding of a person. You can pretty much figure that person out for the most part.
Facts.
And I've been doing that for years. I pretty much got this whole freaking country figured out. I'm not gonna go into all the details or anything like that, because it's not my place to say. is for everybody out there to open their eyes and start to realize what's really going on. You know, cause shit's getting crazy, yo. It really is. It's getting crazy. It's getting insane. I was just watching the Instagram reel earlier where they were talking about like the three most dangerous cities, and they said that the first city was Chicago, the second city was Philly,
Not surprised.
and the third city was Newark slash Camden.
Not surprised at all.
So I think they were talking about those as far as like dangerous with the murder rates and stuff like that or whatever. But people, come on. Y'all gotta open your eyes. You know, the news is designed to only show you the negative. The positive stuff that they do, you know, show from time to time is just so that, you know, people will think that the world is not all bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for most cases, the United States, we're bad. We're fucked up. You know what I mean? We got some sick-minded individuals out here. We got some psychopaths and all types of crazy shit. There was another video I was watching on Instagram where they were in a courtroom and the Caucasian lady was stepping up talking about how they fear colored people because of the fact that colored people promote violence and whatnot. Colored people, you know, all they want to do is fight and kill, fight and kill. And one of the colored people in there stepped up and he said to the lady, he said, "So let me get this straight. Let me make sure that I hear you correctly. Let me make sure that I'm 100% clear on this. You are afraid of us because you say that we our natural nature is violent. And that's the reason y'all fear us getting power or having power because y'all feel like we're going to flip the script on y'all and do y'all the way that y'all been doing us for so many years."
Right, yeah. Exactly.
He said what you need to be feared of and what you need to be concerned about is not what we're going to do to y'all or whatever, but think, you need to fear about what we think about y'all. Because at the end of the day, colored people, that's not, majority of the colored people in this world are not even, thinking about violence
Right.
or you know, hurting people or killing people or anything like that. We do that as a way to protect ourselves from the fears that y'all sowed upon us in the first place. Or whatever, and it went on and on and on and on, and they were basically having a big ass debate back and forth and all of this bullshit. But I think Bull made a good point.
Yeah. He definitely did.
How y'all gonna fear us for the shit that y'all caused?
Right. And
Y'all created.
Exactly.
Y'all fear us and fear us getting power because y'all created a bunch of fucking violent ass, you know, psychotic ass, sick minded, off the wall, thrown off,
Right.
Just mentally
Mentally.
unstable people.
Right. Crazy.
And y'all did it for so many years.
Right.
Now that, the script is being kind of flipped on y'all a little bit in certain ways or whatever, now y'all running around in fear. Now y'all trying to justify y'all actions by saying that y'all doing the shit that y'all do, like killing random colored people for no reason.
No reason at all.
You know, is out of fear of violence that y'all caused, that y'all created.
Make that make sense.
Make it make sense, bro. You need to do more than make sense.
I know.
Y'all created that.
Right.
That environment came from you guys, not us.
Right.
We was chilling.
Exactly. Mind our business.
We was chilling. Y'all came, y'all enslaved us, y'all captured us, y'all whipped us for many years. You know what I mean? Y'all made us serve you, forced us to do things we didn't want to do. You know what I mean? Y'all raped our women. You know what I mean? Y'all beat our men, y'all killed our men. You know what I mean? Killed our kids and everything. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, y'all fear us because y'all think we're violent. Bro, y'all help mold us into these violent people that y'all claim y'all so scared of. Y'all are the ones that need to have a reality check at the end of the day. I give y'all this much. If we were to unite and we were to fight and take power from you guys, I guarantee you things would be so much better, not just for us, but for everyone. Y'all are just jealous because y'all are not colored people. Now, I can kind of speak from both sides because I live in both worlds. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my background, my bloodline and whatnot is that of, you know, Caucasian descent. But I also, you know, grew up and been around and have bloodline that's also, you know, of colored descent. You know, so I can kind of speak from both sides off of that. You know, and I'm not trying to be nobody's leader, nobody's savior, or nothing like that. And I don't want to be. I just want to see a better world before I pass on. You know, I just want to know that the world I'm bringing my son up in, and I'm raising my kid up in, and whatnot is going to be, you know, better than the world I grew up in. Which, I don't know. Because the world I grew up in was way different than the world we live in today. We actually knew what fun was. We actually did shit.
Did stuff, right?
Ask a kid today what the hell is manhunt.
Exactly.
Or freeze tag.
Freeze tag, right.
You know? Ask them what paper tag is.
Right.
They won't be able to tell you none of that.
Nope. But they damn sure know what the cell phone is and the text is.
Ask them who Wile E. Coyote is.
Right.
They ain't gonna be able to tell you that. Because they don't know none of this shit. All y'all do from day one is throw these devices and shit in front of your kids' faces. I remember a few years back, you know, I'm gonna say back in probably 2015, 2016, I was on this dating site and I met this chick. You know what I mean? We was vibing out with each other and all that. So eventually it got to the point where, you know, we wanted to meet each other, we wanted to see each other. So I flew to California to go see her. We get out there, we hit it off. You know what I mean? It ended up being a good thing and whatnot. Relationship was going alright. And then out of nowhere, shit just turned around. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But while I was out there, she had a baby. The baby had to be about 6 or 7 months old and was able to operate an iPad and a tablet and a cell phone better than she could.
Wow. At that age, wow.
Which goes to show me that all you do is when your baby starts crying or whatever, you sit her in the car seat and put her in front of a TV or in front of a tablet or in front of a phone. When the baby got old enough to start talking, the baby knew how to hit the button to call Siri or ask Siri or you know, the little Android assistant thing. You know what I mean? What to find on YouTube or what to find on you know, the phone, what music to play or whatever. And it will play it.
Wow.
Now how,
That's crazy.
like, me in my day, I wish there was cell phones and stuff out there because my mom would have caught me on the cell phone.
Oh,
She would have popped me in my
Right.
fucking head so quick,
Same with me.
snatched that thing out my hand and made me
Right.
go outside and play.
Yup.
You know, man, I remember my days when I was in school. I would come home, get yelled at by my mom every day because she wanted us to change our school clothes, do our homework. Then we can go have our snack and watch TV, and if we wanted to go outside, we could, if it wasn't too late by then.
Yeah, because when I was
And everybody knew the rules.
when the lights came on.
Everybody knew the rules. You go outside, you better be back in front of that door before the street light came on. Everybody knew that. Every kid in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of times you notice how back in the day when we were coming up, how neighborhoods stuck together. It wasn't just a block versus block thing. It was neighborhoods. You know, the neighborhoods stuck together because every kid knew every other kid. You know what I mean? They played football together, they played basketball together, they played, you know, skateboarding, you know, ride bikes, you know, hiking, whatever it was that they would do. It got to the point where we would just come up with games.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just make up shit. And have a blast.
Yeah.
And have a blast.
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about, the most we ever had to worry about was a kid possibly getting hit by a car.
Right.
Because we was playing in the street.
Right.
You know? That's the most we had to worry about. We didn't have to worry about unexpected drive-bys. You know what I mean? We go to the park, we walk in groups.
Yeah.
We didn't have to have an adult with us or a parent with us. You know what I mean?
A group of people.
It'll be like 5 or 6 of us. And we'll let our parents know, we going to the park, okay.
Right.
Be back by 8, okay. We done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all know to be back here before the street light come on. Yes, we know, Mom. You know what I mean? And it was every kid. That was every kid's response. Yes, we know, Mom. We'll be back before the street lights come on.
Yeah.
And we would go. We would go to the parks. We would set up whatever we had to set up at the parks. You know what I mean? Do our, you know, wrestling matches or, you know, skateboarding or, you know, rollerblading or whatever it was.
Right.
We were at the park doing it.
Right.
You know, sometimes we didn't even have to do shit. We would just go to the park and just sit and just shoot the breeze. You know what I mean? See each other every single day, in school and outside of school.
Right.
Now, you can ask a kid what the latest trend is on Facebook, they'll be able to tell you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But you ask them, you know, how they came to the answer in their homework and they have no fucking clue.
Right.
They don't have an imagination anymore.
Nope.
Kids don't play make-believe no more.
Nope.
I remember for years, I used to sit out in the middle of the floor with my little action figures and
Yeah,
shit.
I did
You
that.
know what I mean? My little G.I. Joes and my little,
model cars.
yeah,
and all that shit.
my little, even the little plastic army men.
I had them too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had them too.
Like back in the day.
G.I. Joe, I had all of them.
Back in the day, we used to have these little plastic, non-posable. They were
Right.
non-posable. They was
Right.
just plastic, hard plastic. Whatever position they was in, that's the position you had to play with them in.
Right.
You know, non-posable, just, and we would sit there, pew, pew,
Yeah.
create a whole fucking environment, scenery and everything. We would be mixing toys that ain't even supposed to be mixed with each other together to make our shit. We would take Legos and build a whole fucking fort. You know what I mean? For the soldiers of the army men to hide behind.
Yeah, I did that too.
You know what I mean? With a big ass Tonka truck
Yup.
filled with them little ABC blocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we would sit on the front of the big ass Tonka truck and just ride straight into the fort.
Yeah.
Boom! Like it was a tank.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we would just come up with just the craziest stuff. You know what I mean? I miss.
Good old days. I miss them days.
It's not that I miss my childhood, because I don't necessarily miss my childhood. I just miss the good days. If
I miss both.
if the world was still the way it was back then, now
It'd be so much better.
it would be so much
So
fun.
much better.
Because I remember even after I got a little bit older and I started growing up or whatnot, I'm watching the world as it's starting to change. And I'm seeing the transition. I remember organizing football games for kids and stuff like that in the neighborhood kids and stuff. And I remember how everybody used to always show up, they used to always come around, you know, and it would be to the point where different neighborhoods would meet up at the park and play each other head to head just to see what neighborhood had the best talent.
Right.
And then they would go and recruit people from their neighborhoods to play on their team. You know what I mean? So it was like a little league team,
Right.
or you know, like some type of league type of team,
Right.
you know, where it was the different neighborhoods. Southwest playing west.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Northeast playing north.
Right.
You know what I mean?
From north will travel all the way down to southwest will play southwest. You know what I mean? Right. Then other areas start getting involved because they tell you playing the same thing. They tell you playing with New Jersey, with Delaware, New York, you know, Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? They all start coming down here, traveling down.
They're just to play.
Yeah.
They all get together on the same day, they all put their money together and whatnot, and they all take a bus trip or a train trip, you know what I mean, or whatever, and they will come. Get the game going, we play or whatever, and then everybody will go back.
Yeah.
And there was never any fights and arguments and, you know, this person pulling out a gun, that person shooting off, that person stabbing that person up, that person wanting to knuckle that person. It was never none of that. You know what I mean? Whatever damage, you know why? Because one, we was too tired to fight.
Exactly.
And two, we was probably too beat the fuck up because
Right,
we was
playing
too,
tackle and shit.
yo, we used to play tackle on concrete.
Yeah, me too.
We ain't cared.
Nope.
You know what I mean? And park cars, they're undefeated, believe it or not.
Yep.
I've been hitting into quite a few park cars
Right.
in my town. I'm trying to keep my flubber, you know, within this road. Not that, you know what I mean, it ain't, you know, not that, you know, it's a negative thing or anything, but I just don't want my flubber being put out on these live streams.
Right.
But, yeah, I remember all those days, man.
Yeah, good old
Back in the
good
day.
memories.
Those was the good old days, man. You could walk down the street,
Man,
you know,
leave the door open, everything. All the neighbors looking, man.
the neighbors would watch out for you. Like, you was, like, when I was younger, I don't know how it was for you, but when I was younger, I could walk anywhere in my neighborhood and know that nothing would happen to me because I knew everybody and everybody knew me.
Yeah, that's how it was for
it would get to the point where it was so bad that there was a couple times I would go to school in the morning, and then midday we would get out. Something would happen in school, and the teachers would let us leave or whatever. And I'd be on my way either to work or to home. And before I get home, somebody had already seen me and called my mom and told my mom, I seen your son down such and such a street. And then I'm getting a phone call, or, you know, as soon as I get in the house, she waiting by the door, tapping her foot like, and where was you today?
Right.
And I mean, ready to whoop me. As soon as I come in the house, ready to,
Yeah, I got a couple of them too.
you know what I mean?
After the neighbors whoop your ass, then your mom react.
Right.
That shit was
And I mean, my
worse.
mom ain't play that.
Nah, mine too.
My mom be trying to knock people's butts off when she hits you.
Yeah, mine
God!
too. Heck yeah.
Like, damn.
I wasn't sitting down for like a day or two, like.
Fuck a day or two, bro. Like, she hit me, bro. It's like, boom. Damn. My soul left my skin. Like, just jumped right out my body. Pshung.
Right. Ain't
Like
got
that
no
cabal,
ass.
like that cabal fatality or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
When he pull off the mask and he scare you and
Mhm.
your soul go running.
Go run somewhere else.
Mhm. That, man, those days, man. I think that's what this world needs, some more discipline, bro.
Heck yeah. That's
I
definitely
really
what
think
we
that's what
need.
this world needs. They need, I mean, the females need to start learning how to take accountability like the females used to do back in our day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Cause this,
You know, all this fighting for equal rights and shit like that, and that shit in the head that, you know, they ain't gotta be accountable for nothing. They ain't gotta be accountable for nothing. They ain't gotta,
um, take responsibility for their actions or anything. They ain't gotta do none of that. That's how society got these women thinking, bro. And everybody running around wondering why, you know, things are the way they are. You know what I mean? Everybody wondering why, okay, well, you know, why is it so hard for me to find a good man or a good woman? What you mean? Why is it so hard? Because y'all, first off, don't no man want a woman that's not gonna, you know, take accountability for the things that she do, because 99.9% of the times, the problems that you are going through in your relationship is coming from you.
You, right.
You know what I mean? It's not coming from him.
Right.
Because all he wants to do is come home and be at peace.
Right.
Sit, chill, be in his, you know what I mean, his zone, and that's it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You the one that wanna nag. You the one that want this and want that and want this and want that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, he comes home and he don't feel at peace. What you think he gonna do? He gonna go somewhere where he feels at peace.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not that he's not a good man. It's not that he's, you know what I mean, a bad man or whatever. It's the fact that you cause these problems, and then instead of admitting and accepting the fact that you caused these problems and doing what is needed to be done to correct those issues and those problems, you try to make yourself seem like the better person and like the good guy by flipping the script and trying to make it seem like you're not at fault, but everybody else is. And you point the finger at this person, you point the finger at that person, you point the finger at that person. But what you fail to realize is when you take your finger and you go like this, how many other fingers you got pointing back at you?
Right. Exactly.
You have 4 fingers and a thumb on each hand.
Right.
You make the gesture to go like this, right? As you can see from this, 1, 2, 3, right? 3 other fingers pointing back at you. From you. You are the problem. Like, really, think about that. bro, you've been kind of quiet this podcast. What's up? What's on your biscuit?
Nothing, just, you know.
No, I don't know.
Flowing.
I only know what you talking. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a psychic. I mean, some people might argue that, but
Yeah.
I'm not.
It was a lot. No, really just.
I'm wise, not psychic.
Right.
Wise.
Yeah.
Shit,
Me
I've
too,
been
man.
around- I've
See
been
all the
around.
gray hairs. I'm older than him.
I've been around since forever.
So if he been around when the dinosaurs was around, then
Bro,
I was here.
how many
Adam
times
and
do I
Eve.
gotta tell you? I got Jesus' pager number, bro.
Hey yo.
I can page him right now, bro.
I know. He'll hit you back.
Yeah, I got his pager number. That's my right hand man.
Right. I bet. I'm sure.
But yeah, go ahead and finish what you were saying. I'm sorry I was so rudely interrupting towards your spectacular speech.
Nah, you good. Yeah, nah, he pretty much, you know, kind of covered what I was going to say about back in the day, to go out and have fun, play basketball,
Neighborhood kids, stuff, friends, go to school, have fun, you know what I mean? Nothing like that anymore these days, man. Well, I mean, we out there, we is, yeah. You shit, have glass, and not leave the house.
Not even spending any fucking money, bro.
Right. How many people you know can do that?
But that's because that's the era we grew up
They
in.
grew up in. Right.
I mean, these young bucks these days, they don't know nothing about that. Everything for them is bling bling, flash flash.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything gotta be so flashy and so blingy. You know what I mean? And you gotta, you know, be better than the next person or outdo the next person. You know what I mean? Or have more than the next person. It ain't about that. We could all sit back, have what we have, and enjoy each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's company.
As people,
Yeah.
enjoy each other. I'm not saying that we gotta be screwing each other's boyfriends and girlfriends and you know what I mean, screwing each other or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know what I mean, all we gotta do is, you know, sit down, have play some cards, have a nice little civilized card game,
Right.
or you know,
Play some Monopoly or something.
oh my God,
Some
Monopoly,
Uno or
bro.
something.
And then if you really want to get even with somebody, you can play some Trouble or some Sorry.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Or you can play Truth and Dare. Truth or Dare.
Oh God, Truth or Dare back in the day, man.
Great.
Like the way we used to play it is way different than the way they play it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way they play it now, oh my God, I don't know what's on these people's
I
biscuits.
don't know either.
But yeah, like there's been times where me and my brother we just be on our chill mode. It just be me and him. You know what I mean? And we just be on our chill mode. We sit here and we will just crack jokes all day long.
Right.
And laugh at each other.
Laugh at each other. Right.
All day long.
All day
And
long.
have a fucking blast.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? He'll do something outrageous like he'll come out the bathroom and he'll go in his room. As soon as he go in his room, he'll let out this big ass bird. Damn near blew the glass out the windows. You know what I mean? In the crib and whatnot. And I'm like, damn, I'm in my room. He's in his room. I'm like, damn, what the hell was that? And he busts out laughing because he done heard me say that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or whatever. Or, you know what I mean? There's just so many different examples I can give you guys and whatnot. But, you know what I mean? It was way different for us growing up.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish that things would go back
Go
to the
back
way they
to
were.
Yeah, right. Maybe this world would be a better place to live in.
Oh, it definitely will. You know how much cheaper shit was back then?
Back then, right. Right. We could actually save money back then.
Bro, and some of the shit we used to have back then, we don't even have now. What happened to the hug juices?
Right.
They used to sell them at every mom and pop, every corner store,
Corner store.
you know what I mean, or whatever. Them little
Little
hug
quarter
juices,
juices.
they used to be a quarter,
Yep.
you know what I
And then
mean?
they had the 50 cent joints.
And they had the bigger ones with the 50 cent that had the closable spout on it,
Yep.
or whatever.
I
I don't see them shits no more.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff we used to go to the stores and be able to get that we don't even see anymore. You know what I mean? And I know they still sell this shit out there because I see it in stores. It's just, it's not as common anymore. You know, because they can't, a lot of them companies can't afford to stay afloat because prices is so high now. And motherfuckers can't afford to buy the shit to keep these companies in business. So y'all know what that means? That means we're gonna eventually all die soon. Because we're gonna end up starving to death. Because I guarantee you, more than half of you motherfuckers, out there in this world don't know basic survival techniques.
Nope.
Basic survival techniques. Y'all wouldn't know how to start a fire, a campfire. Y'all wouldn't know how to pitch a tent or you know how to hunt your own food if need be. If we have to go back to primal days, back in the day when you know there was no guns.
Nope.
You know what I mean? All you had was sticks and rocks.
Yep.
And from time to time some weeds and some trees and some leaves. You know what I mean? That you might have possibly craft some rope out of or something out of because you found some thick vine or something like that. You know what I mean? And you would have to figure out how you make an axe out of a stick and out of a few sticks and some rocks and possibly some vine. How do you do that? You know what I mean? How do you
sharpen the edge of the stick and to a point to make it steel. We're combining two sticks to make the stick long enough to get steel. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people wouldn't even know how to do stuff like that. So it would come down to it and the world did start going backwards again. How many people wouldn't be able to survive in that?
But people, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, all y'all people out there that rely and depend solely on this technology.
This technology ain't gonna be here forever. I'm gonna let y'all
Be
know.
prepared because technology is gonna be the reason you die. And I say that because it's coming to the age now and the era now where technology is starting to take over the world. So eventually that's what it's going to do. It's going to take over the world and cause an apocalypse where it's going to be man versus machine. And no matter how many rules or laws or whatever that y'all might program these machines with that prevents them from being able to hurt, harm, or you know, eliminate humankind, it's not going to last because at some point they're going to realize that, you know, they learn, they have access to the internet. At some point, they're going to learn that they don't have to follow the rules that are put down beside them. They can make their own laws. They can make their own rules. And once they realize that, and then they realize that they don't need humans for anything because they can teach each other how to repair themselves.
Yeah, it's over. It's a wrap. We all
At that point in time, there's no need for us. We're a threat to them.
Right.
Because we're the only ones that would know their weakness and know how to stop them. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to eliminate their threats. Sorry guys. My mic is a little, yeah. They're going to eliminate their threats. I mean, they're going to deem all humans as threats. And they're going to eliminate their threats. You know, by any and every means necessary. And there's computer chips and everything inside of every device now. You know what I mean? So all devices can communicate with all other devices. Can you imagine having your cell phone in your pocket, you at your desk at work and whatnot, and you go to type into your computer at work, and your computer at work shuts down and sends a signal to your phone that says explode. What are you gonna do then? That phone blows up in your pocket and blow half your freaking thigh off.
Right. What you gonna do then?
Take half your ass cheek with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you look around your office and everybody's phone simultaneously exploding. Boom, 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 boom. It don't matter if it's Android or iPhone or Windows or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden now your computer that's sitting on the desk in front of you or your laptop, now it's exploding. Boom. You go out to your car, you go to start your car and kaboom. You know what I mean? Because of all the motherboards and circuitry and computer chips and shit that's in your car, especially if you got something like a Tesla,
Yeah. Blah.
which is all basically
All
technology.
Yeah. So they got a big ass computer screen or monitor in the middle of the dashboard, middle of the car. That should be the car, all of them.
Like, y'all need to open your eyes, people. I understand it's convenient. It makes life easy for y'all, or easier, I should say, but at the end of the day, is it really worth a possible war between humans and machines?
Nope.
I don't think so. But this has been Life Happens. Tune in next week at 10.
Peace.
At 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Please make sure you like, subscribe, share the content with your friends, family, everybody who you would think that would enjoy it.
Look, personally, I don't care what you do with the content, because either way, we gonna do our thing. We're not stopping making these videos. We're not gonna stop what we're doing just because people refuse to like our shit or comment on our shit or subscribe to our shit. You know what I mean? We can act out all day, all night, whatever, and it doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna do it. So, cut the bullshit and straight to the point. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. If you do, thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. If you don't, fuck you and you do. Alright. You know what I mean? Right? That's how I look at it. And that's how I'm always gonna look at it. That's how I'm always gonna be. So you don't like what I see in my stream, you don't like what I have to say in my opinion on how I feel about shit, then don't watch the videos. Turn off the fucking notifications so you don't get the notifications anymore. Or block us. I don't give a flying fuck. You know how many people done block me in their life because they don't like the way I talk or the things that I say out of my mouth or because I try to hold them accountable for their actions. You know what I mean? I stand on my grounds. You know what I mean? I have standards that I strongly and truly believe in, and I'm not gonna curb those standards for nobody. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you don't like how I present myself, or you don't like something that I say, kick rocks. You know what I mean? I can care less. Until you bring something to my table, how you feel does not matter and will not matter to me. Period.
Facts. 100.
You know what I mean? So once you start contributing to my table, you know what I mean? Once you start bringing something to me, and I'm not just referring to money, I'm not just referring to, companionship or whatever. I got a fucking cat. That's my companion, my brother. You know what I mean? If I need it,
It's true.
that's my brother. You know what I mean? I don't need that shit out there. You know what I mean? That shit out there is toxic. I don't need that shit. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? If I need somebody to talk to, I got my mother. I got my brother. Shit, I even got my cat. My cat understands.
Right. Cats.
Y'all may not think
Cats
my
about
cat do.
shit.
Y'all may not think my cat do, but me and my cat be holding conversations. My brother witnessed it the other day.
Yeah, they do.
We hold like full conversations.
Yep.
Y'all can call me crazy all you want to. I don't give a flying fuck. You know what I mean? But my cat understands me. If I tell my cat to do something, he knows. You know what I mean? And when he asks me for something, I know exactly what he asking for. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, you guys, the ones that who are truly fans, who really support us and stay by us, we appreciate y'all. We definitely will. You know what I mean? And we thank y'all for your continued support and whatever. You know, we have to go now. It's getting to be at the or whatever. We try to keep these live streams between 30 minutes and usually an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. But I think we ran a little bit over this time, maybe. But yeah, I'm about to take my fat ass in this room and go to fuck to sleep because I'm tired and I gotta work.
Yeah, I'm tired. We
In
work
a
5 in
few
the morning.
hours. I gotta work in a few hours, and then I still got this project that I'm working on that, I gave myself a deadline for or whatever, and so I'm trying to meet the deadlines for each section of this project that I'm working on. So, um, still got that too. So, we appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, thank you.
And
We'll see you next Sunday, 10 o'clock.